Okay, we've come to the end of the Broadsword curriculum, and we're going to finish out with one of my favorite things to do in Broadsword, front of body cuts. Let's take a look. Now, we started the curriculum with around the body cuts. And just as a reminder, they look like this. I'm going to go hip, shoulder, shoulder, hip. And it looks like this. Hip, shoulder, shoulder, hip. Now we can do that without the around the bodies and without the weight shifts. And it looks like this. Okay? Here's what it looks like from the side. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am making a circular cone shape with my sword. You can think of it like a big, giant ice cream cone up in the sky. And I'm holding onto the bottom tip of this big ice cream cone. And it can go in both directions. It can go clockwise, it can go counterclockwise. And I start doing a regular weight shift, prepping a fishing line cut. And then I cut, but now instead of weight shifting back, I simply bring my sword back, make that ice cream cone, and then I keep passing forward and cut, then ice cream cone, cut, ice cream cone, cut. Now this is a great way to change the tempo of the fight. Front of body cuts tend to be much faster, much smoother. We reserve them for parts in the fight where it looks like a character is really angry and wants to move very, very quickly. Now, we can also use front of body cuts to show moments where characters are putting a lot of force into the fight. So around the body cut and front of body cuts, it depends. Do you want your actor to look like they are really putting all their strength that they've got into the attack? Or do you want it to look like they're moving very, very quickly and trying to hit very precisely using speed to their advantage? That's kind of the difference between the two. Now let's look at the parries for front of body cuts. The only real difference between parries for front of body cuts compared to around the body cuts is I'm not going to be weight shifting forward when my partner preps attacks. I'm just going to continue moving backward. So here's that sequence, the parries. Low, high, high, low. And I move smoothly and fluidly from one into the next. Here it is again. Low, high, high, low. And let's take a look at it from the front now. Here we are. And low, high, high, low. Now in order to do these, you need to be very, very good at your half counter parries so that when you go from the high to the low, it's nice and smooth. So here's the sequence that I would like you to film. Start left foot forward, and you're going to do front of body cuts to hip, shoulder, shoulder, hip. Then you are going to do the parries in reverse. So here we go. And hip, shoulder, shoulder, hip. And now we are going to parry. We're going to do a full counter. We're going to go hip, shoulder, shoulder, hip. One more time from the top. Prep that fishing line cut. Go hip, shoulder, shoulder, hip. And then full counter, hip, shoulder, shoulder, hip. There should be some nice, fluid, smooth, circular motions in there whenever you go from a high to a low or a low to a high. All right, that's it. Next time, we're going to start working on our assessment choreography. Best wishes.